I think our downfall here is that we went from Thailand straight to Singapore, and that was not a good direction to go.
Food-wise, it was not, yes.
Price-wise, either.
Hello, we are Trisha
And Gabriel.
from different sides of the world but brought together by nursing school. After a couple years of travel nursing, we are taking a break to just travel.
We are going around the world in 100 days, but probably more, and hoping to see a few friends along the way.
So follow along with us as we simply live our lives in many cities across the globe.
Now, as you can see, we are in Singapore.
The reason we're in Singapore, however, is because I was looking for a gateway to Australia. Flights from Singapore were available, so that's why we made the stop in Singapore. I think we're there for like 3 days, maybe.
3 days.
4 days, 3 nights. Yeah.
And you don't need more. We did stay at the Andaz Singapore hotel. And as you can see in the videos, it's a tall, very modern building with an infinity pool overlooking the city. Now, it is not the one that you think of when I think you see pictures of Singapore.
That will be the Marina Bay hotel.
Sands
hotel, right? And that is the one that's on Crazy Rich Asians, I believe.
Yes, yeah. Regardless, that's a very sought after hotel, but the other hotels are also quite
Pretty
modern.
nice, right.
There's an infinity pool, the high ceilings, you know.
Right. And this hotel in particular linked to the train station at the
It did,
basement.
it
So it was
did.
very convenient getting around Singapore.
As you can imagine, we were paying $3 for stuff in Thailand, and now we've come to Singapore where things are more expensive. Our hack and what we found very enjoyable was going to these hawker centers, which were basically giant food halls of, again, melting pots.
Right. There was Chinese dishes, Hong Kong dishes, Taiwan dishes,
Indian.
Singaporean dishes, Indian food, Vietnamese food, like every single food in the entire universe seemed to be there. So it was a very convenient, cheap, I would say, cheaper place to get meals, and it was packed every day of the week we went there. So
Packed. And it was very fun because I could go to a stand and go get something, then you would go get something from a totally different region. It was a good way to try many
and
things.
it was also full of locals as well. So it wasn't just like the tourist places. Lots of local people were there eating their evening meal, and that's kind of cool.
You're having a tinge of sticker shock in Singapore. So most meals at a restaurant with $2 signs are like $20 to $30 for like the meal part.
Singaporean dollars, probably like
It's 1 to 1.
80% maybe.
Drinks at the pool today were $30 for one cocktail. A beer was $16. So just to give you an idea, but they do have these hawker centers, which are like giant food halls. They have one in Chinatown. They have one that we're at now. They've actually got a lot of them, and you can come and it's just like stalls of food. These meals are more like $6, $7, $8. So we're gonna try a couple things. First thing, we got our drinks. I got mango milk tea. Gabriel got mango lemon tea.
Really good.
Really good, actually. This is the first thing we got. It's like Hainanese something chicken. It's apparently the supposed national dish of Singapore. What do you think?
Rice no noodles. Here we are. Really?
Not so far. It's really hard to eat, actually. And it's like this sauce with, okay, they're kind of like spaghetti noodles, with egg and chicken and some mystery thing. The sauce is really savory, a little bit spicy, not too spicy. It's just kind of like random stuff in a bowl. I really want to eat this immediately, but I'm pretty sure the naan just came out of the oven. It is like scorching hot. But it's huge. That's nice. after we got the signature national dish of Singapore, now we're on a mission to go find food in countries that we're not going to on this round the world trip. First up is India. Always love some Indian food. And I saw a Filipino place, and maybe we'll find some other place on the map in which they're not visiting yet. Butter chicken, wherever you go, butter chicken and tikka is so different compared to where you go. This is so sweet. It almost tastes like a dessert. I don't know if I like that yet or not, but I mean, it's good. It's very sweet. Buttery.
We ended up doing the Marina Bay walk. It's just a walk on the marina, and that's where the Sands Hotel is kind of like facing. It's really nice, especially in the evening. The locals come out, people are like running, walking. So it's kind of fun to just sit.
The Marina Bay Woods.
Is it called Woods?
Garden.
It's called the Garden by the Bay.
Gardens by the Bay. And it's these light up trees that do a light show to music.
Right. It was actually pretty cool.
Actually
Everyone just lay down and then we just listened and watched the synchronized show.
30 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty long, so it was pretty cool. And then you could walk around. I think during the day you can climb up in there, go up on the...
There were walkways between the trees, like...
But I think you have to pay to do those ones.
Oh,
but
yes.
we just watched and we didn't have to pay. So it's kind of cool way to end our evening.
And we did make it back to our hotel. I know there's a video in here of we talk about we have no service, there's lightning in the distance. We did make it back, as you can see.
So we currently have zero internet service, phone service, even though T-Mobile says they work in Singapore. But Gabe's like, oh, it's okay. I know the way back. Let me lead the way. And I say, that's fine. The night is still young. It's not like it's raining or anything. Boom, lightning. I kid you not. That's how like conversation went.
Now, there was a bit of a disappointing day when we were here that we had high expectations for, and they just were not met. It could have been our day. It could have been that it was raining.
It was raining.
You know, it could have been a lot of things, but we did go to Chinatown, which had a hawker center, which we were very excited about. It had a restaurant that was the cheapest one-star Michelin restaurant.
Yes. And we went there and it was essentially rice with soy and not completely cooked chicken. It was inedible.
Day 2 in Singapore. We are now in Chinatown, going and checking out another one of the hawker centers or the food hall markets, but we're in Chinatown, so the whole place seems to have food. Here there's like the cheapest Michelin one-star restaurant here. It's supposed to cost like $3-4. So that's what we're checking out first, but we're gonna find lots of food, I think.
So this is the famous meal. I believe they don't have a star anymore because it's no longer the cheapest meal. It is now $6. Well, not $3 or $4, like I said earlier. Cool. I'll just do that.
They've been given stars.
They've been given 20 stars.
I am a rice OG. I pretty much eat anything with rice in it.
We may have high expectations, I think, sometimes for food, but we're not picky eaters. And I could not eat it.
Yeah, that was...
It was... Okay, I have a hot take. If I am paying for food that somebody is preparing for me, don't leave the bones in. I'm not saying like a chicken wing, take the bone out. That's fine, you're expecting it. If it's like a chicken breast, which was like this was, and there's tiny bones throughout the whole thing.
Trisha, that is probably organic chicken.
That chicken,
That's probably
why were
organic
its
chicken.
bones so small and flimsy and falling apart throughout everything? It was just filled with tiny little bones.
That was a very unenjoyable meal.
Dare I say, the most unenjoyable meal of the entire Around the World trip.
Arguably.
That is dramatic, but it is true.
Yeah, I still feel that way.
I still feel that way. Oh, 100%. Needless to say, we didn't eat it. We left. We went to the hawker center in Chinatown, and I think we were a little bit of being Debbie Downers at this point, but we just it wasn't
given.
It wasn't giving. We got a couple things and we went back to the OG Hawker Center, of which we went to the first day. So, and you know, even that was, we just had a bad food day.
One of those days.
You know,
yeah.
there's a day where just nothing is gonna do it.
Now we're ready for some good food.
What we're starting off with is this sugarcane juice and chicken sauté. So basically it's chicken skewers, peanut sauce, and sugarcane.
We have kind of given up on Chinatown. It was okay. Ready for mango smoothie. It's coconut too, that's good.
So you do see at the beginning of this video, at the very first hawker center we went to, we tried laska, the national dish of Singapore. And we actually had family members rave about this. And we tried it, and as you can see from the video, we were like, this is kind of meh. It was redeemed. Not in the way that you would expect. We got it for breakfast at our hotel.
Yes.
It is not, should not, in my mind, be a breakfast food, but they were serving it for breakfast,
Yes, they
and
were.
it was redeemed.
Correct. I think it's one of those things that it depends where you buy from. A lot of meals, like for example, not to put Thailand into everything, there was a standard for mango sticky rice, and it didn't matter where you went to get mango sticky rice, it was mango sticky rice. That there was such a dramatic difference between the places we got them at. And like you see in the other video, we ended up really enjoying the last place we had
Sneak
it.
peek. In the next video, we're gonna try Alaska again in another little bit unexpected place, and it's the best one.
Yes.
It was redeemed completely, because for a while I was like, this is not for me.
Last day in Singapore. We're going to Arab Street. They are quite known for their Chinatown, for their Arab Street, and for their Little India. Combined it all.
Really good gateway in Asia to take all kinds of interesting flights. Not to be a nerd, but there are a bunch of like airlines that fly their first class products pretty much surely to Singapore. So very nice place to hop on a plane to go to all kinds of far-flung places in the world. But that concludes our time in Singapore in the Around the World trip.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. I don't know, do all the things.
Sticker shock. It was spicy. AT&T says they work in Singapore.
T-Mobile.
Oh.
At the stories. Food.
This stuff, I saw haircut for $149, but it's a lady.
Only for ladies.
You want them? Dish of Thailand at the hawker center the first day.
Singapore, wrong country.
Let me rephrase.
In Singapore, there are tons of things to do. Kind of a joke, but maybe not really. It's a small island. Encapsulation.
Encapsulation.
In summary.
Better. For the
For the bags,
Bread
right?
width.
For the, yes, the bandwidth, yeah. So,
bandwidth. The bread width. The bread width of the brand width.